Good evening and welcome into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. I'm Alex Napolis, happy to be here at Brighton High School as we get ready for tip-off between the Brighton Bengals taking on the Copper Hill Grizzlies. It'll be the Brighton Bengals in their home whites with the orange trim, and it is the Copper Hill Grizzlies in the blue with the white trims. As we get set here for tip-off, everybody at center court, the whistle, ball's up, and we are underway as Brighton wins the tip. Here comes Brighton, looking for their first opportunity to put points on the board, but quickly won back by the Copper Hill Grizzlies as Creer did a good job to win that ball back. Now kicked out, now in the direction of Ella Creer once more. The shot, no good. And we'll have a foul called. Foul will go against the Brighton Bengals, and Sophie Nielsen is called for the foul. Inbound quickly by the Copper Hill Grizzlies. Creer plays it to Frazier. Back to Creer on the wing. Towards the top of the key here. Now it's Frazier for three. Off the rim, no good. Brought in momentarily by the Bengals. Brighton tried to keep that one in bounds, but instead it'll go out of bounds and out. And it will continue to be Copper Hill's ball. 7:21 left to go here in the first quarter. Inbounded by Martson. Frazier gets it to Johansson. Now swings over to Creer. Back to Frazier for three. Off the rim. No good. Brought in by the Brighton Bengals, and now Bengals on the other end. Looking for the first baskets of the night. Nielsen now on the wing for Stevens. Stevens near the top of the key. Step back. Thought about it. Instead will support herself with Nielsen. Nielsen takes it to the lane. Puts it up. Can't get it to drop. And this second chance opportunity by the Brighton Bengals is good. And we have our first bucket of the game, and it goes to the home side as the Brighton Bengals lead it. Basket made by Cassidy Mulholland. Now here on the other end is the Copper Hill Grizzlies looking for a response. And the bucket is good. Good response by the Grizzlies as Olivia Stevens brings it up for Brighton. We'll play it to Chin. Now Mulholland. Over to Stevens. Underneath to Mulholland. Mulholland puts it up. Can't get it to drop. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. And quickly on the other end, here's Creer who puts it up. Can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Brighton. Stevens drives, passes the timeline. Stevens looking for options, trying to dump it off to Sophie Nielsen underneath. And Nielsen can't bring it in. Goes out of bounds and out. A turnover for the Brighton Bengals. And it'll be Grizzly ball. Inbounded by the Grizzlies. Martson finds Frazier. Frazier crosses the timeline. Plays it in to Creer. Underneath, puts it up and in and one. Taylor Johnson takes it to the bucket, puts it up and in, and is fouled as she heads to the line for a free throw, looking for an opportunity to make it a three-point play. That foul will go against Ruth Larson as that ball is up, no good on the free throw. Rebounded by Copper Hill. Second chance opportunity here for the Grizzlies as Frazier kicks it out. Looks for Barker. And a travel called against the Copper Hill Grizzlies. And we'll have a substitution here for the home side. Kara Pittman checks into the game. Now ball played to Pittman. Here's Larson. Trying to get it back out to Stevens. It's Nielsen who comes up with it over in the corner now. As Smith drives, puts it up. Excuse me, that's Chin who puts it up and in. Lucy Chin with 2 ties it up for the Bengals. Now Copper Hill's on the other end. Brought in by Johnson, now underneath as Creer puts it up and in. Nicely done by Creer, who gets her 4th point of the night. 6-4, Copper Hills leads it. Ball played here to the near side for Smith. Now ball to Nielsen, or excuse me, that's Stevens, who leaves it for Chin. Chin drives to the lane, to the basket, puts it up and in. Add 2 on the board for Lucy Chin, and add 2 more for the Brighton Bengals as they tie this one up at 6. Taylor Johnson. Ball underneath. Copper Hills loses the handle only momentarily. Now in the corner for Johnson. Here's Creer looking for options. Kicks it out. Johnson for 3. Off the rim. No good. Rebound and brought in by Nielsen. Ball coming the other way with Larson. Ball tipped. And nicely done by the Bengals to keep that one in bounds. Here's Larson near the top of the key. We'll take it to the wing. Now for Chin. Chin drives. Kicks it out. Smith couldn't bring it in. Lands at Chin. Here's Nielsen driving to the lane. Looking for options as she kicks it out to Larson. Now Stevens for 3. A deep 3 off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Copper Hills. And now the Grizzlies driving, looking to attack the other way. This is Barker. Johnson for Creer. Creer for 3. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Larson. Plays it to Stevens. And now Olivia Stevens crosses the timeline. Brings it up for the Copper Hill for the Brighton Bengals near the top of the key. Stevens leaves it for Smith. Now Chin for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded, brought in by Frazier. Frazier lobs it to Johnson. Johnson up to the basket, puts it up and in. And the Copper Hill Grizzlies take a 2-point lead as a timeout is taken. And we'll take it as well here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back into Brighton High School. It is the Bengals who trail 6-8 against the Copper Hill Grizzlies. That timeout brought to you by Soccer Post. Soccer Post is your local source for all things soccer, located in West Jordan and Pleasant Grove. Soccer Post is here to serve our community and help all athletes perform at their best. From the latest releases to the perfect item for any fan, Soccer Post is the only choice for your soccer needs. Find us online at www.soccerpost.com. Whistle and a foul called. And now the Bengals will have a chance here to tie things up off the free throws. Skyly Barker called for the foul. Lucy Chin from the free throw line. First free throw's up. First free throw is good. Second free throw coming up for the Brighton Bengals. Chin, free throw, good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line for Lucy Chin as the Brighton Bengals tie it up at 8 apiece. 2:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Frazier looking for options. Plays it to Barker. Barker near the top of the key, now driving to the lane. Kicks it out. Johnson on the wing. Supports herself with Frazier. Frazier kicks it out. Here's Johnson for 3. Off the rim, no good. And it will come off of a Bengal. That will be possession Copper Hills on the baseline as Martson will look to inbound. Plays it in quickly. Here's Barker. Barker near the corner. Plays it to Frazier. Underneath now as Bush puts it up. Bush can't get it to go. Rebounded. Second chance opportunity for the Grizzlies. No good. Rebounded by Brighton, and a whistle and a foul called. Ayla Martson called for her first foul of the night. Second team foul here for the Copper Hill Grizzlies in this first quarter. Ball back in play with 1:26 left to go. Here's Stevens. Now Larson near the top of the key. Leaves it for Nielsen. Nielsen kicks it out to Chin. Chin on the wing, looking for options. Leaves it for Pittman. Now Stevens. Stevens drives to the basket, puts it up, and gets it to drop. As the Brighton Bengals take a 2-point lead, 10-8, with that bucket from Stevens. Now Frazier on the other end. Barker puts it up. Barker gets it to drop, and just like that, ties it up. As it's 10-10 with 41 seconds left to go. Chin on the other end. Drives, puts it up. Can't get it to go, but a foul and a whistle. As Lucy Chin will head to the line for free throws here for the Brighton Bengals. An opportunity to take a lead prior to the first quarter break. First free throw from Chin is up, and it's good. As Lucy now has 7 points. Make that 8. As Chin goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. And the Brighton Bengals lead it 12-10. 34 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Barker plays it in. Barker here will hold possession for the Grizzlies. Lets that time expire for the final possession here of this first quarter. Opportunity to tie or take a lead with a 3. Here's Bush. Johnson back to Bush. Bush drives. Bush puts it up. Blocked by Pittman, and now ball coming the other way. Bush steals it back. Bush puts it up at the buzzer. Can't get it to drop. And that's how the first quarter ends. Bush had a chance to put the Grizzlies into the lead. Couldn't get it to go at the buzzer, and we head to the break with the Brighton Bengals leading 12-10 over Copper Hills. Don't go anywhere. Second quarter action here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com when we return. I want to welcome you back into Brighton High School here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. I'm Alex Napolis. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of Copper Hills basketball on KSLSports.com. Frazier will play it to Bush. Bush for 3, off the rim, no good. And Bush is able to get her rebound. Now Barker. Back to Bush in the corner. Barker drives. Barker puts it up. And Barker gets it to drop. Copper Hills with the first 2 of the second quarter, and they tie it up. 12 apiece as that ball goes out of bounds. 7:26 left to go. Lucy Chin leading all scorers with 8 points. Here for the Brighton Bengals, we'll see if Chin can add to her tally as Chin brings that ball in for Brighton. Leaves it now for Stevens. Stevens on the wing. Stevens, now Nielsen. Nielsen puts it up, and Nielsen can't get it to drop. Rebounded by the Bengals, and Nielsen puts it back up, still can't get it to drop. Third chance opportunity here, no good for Brighton as they get another rebound. Stevens puts it up and hits it from 3. Olivia Stevens with the 3 ball makes this one 15-12. Brighton doing a phenomenal job on the offensive glass as Bush and the Grizzlies on the other end looking for a response. Here's a 3 ball from Legger. Can't get it to drop. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Ball put up, a whistle, and a foul called. As Copper Hills here will go to the line. Cosette Arnoldson called for the foul. And Aspen Frazier here with an opportunity off the free throws. First one is up, first one is good. 13-15 with a second free throw pending here for Copper Hills. Remember that Copper Hill Grizzlies free throws brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Copper Hill free throws, as always, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Frazier goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line as Brighton get the ball back in place. 6:40 left to go here in the second quarter. And the Brighton Bengals lead it underneath. Ball put up, no good. Rebounded by Barker. Barker now crosses the timeline. Barker for the Grizzlies. Takes it to the rack, puts it up, can't get it to drop, and batted away. They say it came off of a Grizzly. And so that'll be out of bounds and out. Turnover here for Copper Hills as Brighton will regain possession. Pittman heads to the bench for a breather. And now ball back in play. Pittman checking in for Brighton as Stevens brings it in. And a foul, a whistle called. That's Callister who gets called for the foul. 6:16 left to go. Copper Hills down 14-15. Brighton possession here off the foul as Nielsen over on that far sideline to inbound. Ball back in play. Stevens brings it in. Stevens to Larson. Larson near the top of the key. Plays it underneath to Mulholland. Now Stevens for three. Can't get it to drop. Brought in by the Grizzlies as Bush plays it out. And now here come Copper Hills. Mortson plays it to Legger. Cross to Barker. Barker for three. No good. As that one goes out of bounds and out. It'll be another Grizzly turnover. Ball back with the Brighton Bengals. 5:48 left to go in this second quarter. As Brighton brings the ball on the other side, Stevens. And out of bounds and out. It'll stay Brighton possession. As they'll say that one came off of a Grizzly. The Copper Hill Grizzlies coming off that loss to Grantsville, 51-49, looking to get back into the win column tonight with a win here against the Bengals. Brighton coming into this one on a two-game win streak, beating Spanish Fork 53-39 and beating Box Elder 69-33 in their last two games. A whistle and a foul called. This one will go against Brighton. Ball back with the Grizzlies. As Mortson will play this one in. Barker now brings it up for Copper Hills. Legger on the wing. Ball batted down by Callister, brought in by Callister. Now back to Legger. Legger will play it to Johnson. Johnson on the wing. Callister drives, puts it up, and Callister gets it to go. A needed bucket for Copper Hills as they retake the lead. 5 minutes left to go in this second quarter. Another whistle and a foul called. And this one will go against Callister, who's called for her second of the night. Ball back with with Brighton. As Stevens brings it up for the Bengals. Playing it to Chin. Chin with 8 points on the night. Nielsen near the top of the key, driving on Callister. Now Legger comes across for support. Another whistle, another foul. As Callister's called for her third of the night.
Her third foul, 13 foul. Shooting 2 at free throw.
Nielsen will head to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. An opportunity for Brighton to take back the lead. Nielsen, first free throw's up. First free throw, no good. As it rattles out. Creer back into the game, as well as Frazier for Copper Hills. Nielsen, second free throw is up. Second free throw, no good. 0 for 2 on that trip to the line. Rebounded by the Copper Hill Grizzlies. Now ball coming the other way. Morton will leave it for Johnson. Johnson plays it to Barker. Barker looking for options. Brought in by Ayla Martson. Martson kicks it out. Here's Frazier. Frazier drives. Frazier underneath. Johnson for three and hits. Three ball by Johnson is good as Copper Hills takes a 19-15 lead. No good on the other end for Brighton. A whistle. And a foul called. This one against Creer. Fourth team foul for Copper Hills here in this second quarter. Ball back with the Brighton Bengals. as they trail at 19-15. Pittman loses the handle, regains possession. Here's Stevens. Stevens leaves it for Chin. Chin on the wing. Now Nielsen. Nielsen looking for options. Back out to Chin. 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left. They need to get a shot off. Chin for deep three. Off the rim, no good. Brought in by Copper Hills. And now here comes Frazier going the other way for the Grizzlies. Back to Frazier. Frazier underneath, put up by Creer, and Creer gets it to go. 21-15, Copper Hills takes the lead as Creer adds 2. Nielsen spins, puts it up, and can't get it to drop, but the whistle, a foul called. That'll be the 5th for the Grizzlies here in this second quarter, called against Ayla Martson. And now Nielsen will have a chance at the free throw line. Nielsen, first free throw's up. First free throw, no good. Bounces off the back rim and out. Mulholland back into the game for Brighton. Substitutions for the Grizzlies as well. Elise Southworth checking in. Nielsen, second free throw's up. Second free throw, no good. 0 for 2 on that trip to the line. Ball back in play. Copper Hills looking to push it the other way. Barker. Drake takes it to the lane, puts it up, can't get it to drop. The whistle and a foul called. And that'll be Brighton's second team foul of the quarter. Ruth Larson called for her second foul. First free throw's up. First free throw is good as Barker now has 5 points on the night. Second free throw for Barker. Puts it up and gets it to go. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line as the Copper Hill Grizzlies lead it 23-15 against the Brighton Bengals. Stevens will bring it up for the home side. Now Larson leaves it for Chin. Now Nielsen to Chin on the wing. Chin drives, takes it to the basket, puts it up, and gets it to go. Chin now has 10 on the night. And now Copper Hills on the other end, quickly with Creer. Creer couldn't get it up, and that ball goes out of bounds. 2:13 left to go in this second quarter. Copper Hills ball on the inbound. Barker will leave it for Creer. Creer back to Barker. Barker to Frazier. Frazier puts it up and gets it to go. Nicely done by Aspen Frazier. As Copper Hills extends the lead 25-17, an 8-point lead for the visitors. Stevens puts it up, can't get it to go. A whistle as that ball goes out of bounds. With 1:54 left to go, Brighton possession as they'll look to inbound. Stevens into Chin. Now underneath for Larson. Larson out to Mulholland. Mulholland to Chin. Chin near the top of the key. Leaves it for Nielsen. Back to Chin. Guarded by Creer. A foul called. As this one is going to go against Skyly Barker. And Copper Hills. Barker called for her second foul. Or excuse me, that one's called on Creer. Chin at the free throw line to look to add to her tally. Chin, first free throw's up. First free throw is good.
And sub for the Grizzlies, number 13, Ayla Martson.
Chin looking to make it 12 points on the night. Free throw's up. Free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. And now the Grizzlies coming the other way, trying to extend their lead prior to the halftime break. 25-19. Barker from deep three, no good. Brought in by Creer. Creer in the corner. Mulholland guarding. Out to Martson. Now Barker. Barker on the baseline. Kicks it out to Creer. Creer looking to spin, loses the handle. Larson comes up with the ball. Now Ruth Larson on the other end for the Brighton Bengals will slow things down, looking for options. Plays it to Nielsen. Nielsen drives. Nielsen puts it up, and Nielsen gets it to go. Brighton within striking distance as that ball comes off of Mulholland, goes out of bounds, and with 50 seconds left, Copper Hills with possession.
Back in the game, number 24, Kira Pittman. And for the Grizzlies, number 2.
Substitutions here for both sides. 4-point lead for Copper Hills as we reach the final seconds of this second quarter. Barker kicks it out to Creer. Creer underneath to Barker. Barker puts it up. Barker gets it to drop. 27-21. Copper Hills leads it. Stevens plays it to Chin. Now back out to Stevens. Stevens spins, puts it up off the rim. Ruth tries to bring it in. Bush tried to bring it in, couldn't bring it in. And Brighton adds 2 as Stevens gets the bucket. 23-27. Barker with 10. Now Bush. 3 is no good. Stevens with 1, has to put it up underneath Nielsen, can't get it to drop. And that'll do it for the first half. Sophie Nielsen had a chance to make this a 2-point game as we head to the halftime break. Couldn't get it to drop, but the Copper Hill Grizzlies lead at 27-23 as we step aside. Don't go anywhere. Second half action here between the Grizzlies and the Bengals when we come back on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. I want to welcome you back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Alex Napoli is here with you as we start the third quarter, second half action of this Copper Hills Brighton Bengals game. Bengals with a 3, no good. Underneath, rebounded, and now brought in by Copper Hills. Quickly going the other way as Creer tries to keep that one in. Does. Now it's Barker. Barker looking for options. Gives it to Frazier. Frazier back to Creer. Creer kicks it out. Plays it to Johnson. Johnson now in the direction of Marston. Marston underneath to Barker. Barker puts it up and can't get it to drop. Rebounded by the Bengals. Ball going the other way. Stevens puts it up. Can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Barker. Barker brings the ball up for Copper Hills. Crosses the timeline. Takes it to the basket. Puts it up and gets it to go. Skyly Barker. She's got 10 on the night. Stevens now on the other end for Brighton. Leaves it for Larson. Stevens for Brighton. 4-3, yes! Lucy Chin from deep 3 gets it to go and makes this a 3-point game. Barker in trouble, looking for options, has to fling that one out to Johnson. Johnson brings it in for Copper Hills. Now back to Barker. Barker drives to the lane, puts it up, and gets it to drop. 31-26. Copper Hills leads it. As Brighton now on the other end. Stevens directing traffic. Plays it to Larson. Now Nielsen. Stevens, step back, on the wing, gives it to Nielsen. Nielsen near the top of the key. Back to Stevens, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Stevens, step back. Guarded by Marston, now Larson. Ball batted down by Johnson, and a whistle. The Grizzlies.
Shot clock violation.
That ball's coming back for a shot clock violation.
Coming in for the Bengals, number 24, Kira Pittman.
It'll be Copper Hill's ball. They were breaking fast and looked like they had options to break down the court. However, the whistle brings the ball back. And now Brighton gets set. Ball back in play with Barker. Leaves it for Johnson. 5:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Barker drives, puts it up, gets it to go. Barker getting hot here in the third quarter. She now has 12 on the night. Chin on the wing. Plays it to Stevens. Stevens to Nielsen. Nielsen drives, takes it to the basket, puts it up. Can't get it to go, but the whistle and a foul called. And now Nielsen will head to the line for free throws. 33-26 with 5:08 left to go here in the third quarter. First free throw's up. First free throw is good. Substitution here for the Grizzlies. Legger back into the game. Second free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Makes it 28-33 as they trail. Legger on the other end puts it up and can't get it to go. Legger again trying to get it on a second chance opportunity. Still no good. And now Brighton pushing it the other way with Stevens. Leaves it for Nielsen. Nielsen drives, puts it up. Can't get it to drop. A whistle and a foul called. Foul called on Aspen Frazier, her third of the night. First free throw's up. First free throw no good as Nielsen can't get that one to go. Remains 33-28. Second free throw is up and it's good. 1 for 2 on that trip to the line makes it 33-29 with 4:49 left to go. Copper Hills here to inbound as Martson will leave it to Barker. Barker now brings it up for the Copper Hill Grizzlies. Crosses the timeline, has an open lane, puts it up, and gets it to drop. Barker is taking over this game in the third quarter. 16 points now for Barker. Stevens to Chin. Now Pittman will play it back to Stevens. Stevens drives, puts it up, and gets it to drop for the Brighton Bengals. 35-29. And that's good from Marston. As the Grizzlies at 2:37-31. With 3:55 left to go. Larson drives to the basket, puts it up, and Larson gets it to go. 33-37. The Bengals trail, but within striking distance. Legger puts it up, and Legger hits it. Both teams right now cannot miss. Stevens on the other end. Leaves it for Chin. Chin for three. Off the rim, no good. Legger with the rebound. Legger pushes it up for Copper Hills. Now on the other end, Bush to the basket. Tries to put it up, but a foul and a whistle. And Copper Hills will have free throws. That's going to be Abby Bush, who heads to the free throw line for Copper Hills, looking to extend this lead. Chin called for the foul, her first of the night. First team foul for the Bengals here in this third quarter. Bush, first free throw's up. First free throw is good. Makes it 40-33. Substitutions here for both sides. Second free throw coming up for Bush. Free throw up. Free throw is good. And 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Ball back in play. Brighton looking for a response. Trying to stay within striking distance. Lucy Chin on the wing. Nielsen back to Chin. Chin Plays it to Nielsen. Nielsen drives, puts it up, gets it to drop. Nicely done by Nielsen, making it 35-41. Nielsen with 7 points on the night. Barker near the top of the key. Spins. Leaves it for Legger. Legger puts it up and gets it to go. 43-35. Quickly on the other end is Brighton. Stevens leaves it for Nielsen. Nielsen puts it up, and Nielsen with this nice move to the basket and gets it to go. 37-43. Johnson on the other end puts it up, and Johnson's good on the other end. Both teams trading baskets. Johnson with 9 points on the night. Chin on the wing for Brighton. A whistle, a timeout taken, and we'll take it as well. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Copper Hills leads at 45-37 here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back into Brighton High School. Alex Napolis here with you. That timeout brought to you by Soccer Post. Soccer Post is your local source for all things soccer, located in West Jordan and Pleasant Grove. Soccer Post is here to serve our community and help all athletes perform at their best. From the latest releases to the perfect item for any fan, Soccer Post is the only choice for your soccer needs. Find us at soccerpost.com. Ball back in play with the Brighton Bengals. We're looking to put some points on the board to try to cut into this Grizzly lead. Larson on the wing. Now at the top of the key, leaves it for Nielsen. Nielsen to Stevens. Stevens drives. Jumper, no good. Rebounded by Bush. Bush brings it in for Copper Hills. Now ball coming the other way with Barker. Barker plays it up to Legger. Legger loses the handle. One back by the Brighton Bengals. Here's Larson. Larson crosses the timeline. 1:33 left to go in this third quarter. Larson. For three, yes! Nielsen hits it from deep and gets back within 5, 40-45. Copper Hills leads it. Barker on the other end, leaves it for Bush. Bush near the top of the key. We'll play it to Legger on the wing. Legger drives, kicks it out for the corner. Johnson, no good, can't get the three to go. And Larson gets that one up to Barker. Barker drives up the baseline, puts it up and in. Barker now has 18 points, and the Grizzlies lead at 47-40. 40 seconds left to go in the third. Pittman will play it to Stevens. Stevens, jumper, gets it to go. Rattles off the rim and in. As the Grizzlies lead 47-42. Ball on the other end, Marston. Marston to Bush in the corner. Plays it to Legger. Legger back to Barker. Barker will let the clock run here with 15 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Barker back out to Bush. Bush for three. No good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson plays it out to Barker. Barker will try for three. No good. Another chance for Copper Hills before the buzzer. Bush puts it up but can't get it to go. And that's going to do it here for the third quarter. Skyly Barker has taken over here in the third quarter, now up to 18 points on the night, as the Grizzlies lead at 47-42 as we head to the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter action when we return here on the Rewind Sports Network. I want to welcome you back into Brighton High School. It's the Bengals taking on the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies lead at 47-42. Don't go anywhere, because at the end of this game, we'll announce our ETT Apparel Player of the Game. If you're looking for customized apparel, look no further than Elevated Team Twill. At ETT Apparel, we specialize in embroidery, tackle twill, and hot press techniques for customized apparel you're wanting. Whether it's for a team, business, school, or family, ETT Apparel is your one-stop shop for all your customer apparel needs. Find us online at ettapparel.com. Legger for Grizzlies. We'll leave it for Johnson. Now Bush. Bush for three. Gets it to go! Three-point shot is good, and that three-point shot is brought to you by Vuna. Vunami. Vunami, powering local businesses with cutting-edge IT and hosting solutions. Learn more at vunami.com. Go Grizzlies. Chin on the other end for Brighton. That ball brought in by Bush. Now Copper Hills pushing it the other way. Here comes Barker. Barker drives. Barker puts it up, and Barker can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson loses the handle, and brought in by the Brighton Bengals. Ball Larson trying to bring it in for Brighton. As Bush now down on the court trying to bring that in, and we'll have a jump ball.
Timeout for Bengals, full timeout.
It'll be a timeout taken by the Brighton Bengals. And so Brighton will keep possession. Copper Hills leading it by 10. We'll take a quick one here on the Rewind Sports Network. Want to welcome you back into Brighton High School here in the fourth quarter with 6:50 left to go in this one. Copper Hills up by 10, 52-42. Barker leading all scorers with 18 points on the night. Chin has 15 for the Brighton Bengals. Nielsen with 12 for Brighton as well. Those are the leading scorers on the evening. As we get ready to get things back into play, Brighton will play this one in with Stevens. Inbound and stolen away by Bush. Bush now drives to the basket. Bush puts it up. Can't get it to go. The whistle and a foul called. Chin called for her second foul of the night. First team foul. And Bush will head to the line for free throws, looking to extend this Copper Hills lead. .6:45 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Bush from the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it's good.
First shot's good. Sub for the Grizzlies, number 10.
Substitutions as Evie Marler checking in for Copper Hills. Second free throw from Bush is up. Second free throw is good and goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Makes it a 12-point lead for Copper Hills. Ball on the other end for Brighton. Stevens will play it to Chin. Chin drives, puts it up. Can't get it to drop, but a whistle and a foul called. And now Chin will head to the line for free throws here for the home side. 54-42, 6:27 left to go here in the fourth. Chin, first free throw's up. First free throw is good. 43-54. Chin now has 16 on the night. Looking to make it 17. No good. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Quickly on the other end as Marler gets it to go. What a great heads-up play by Copper Hills. Marler with her first two of the evening. Brian on the other end with Nielsen. To Chin, back to Nielsen. Nielsen spins. Nielsen, another spin, puts it up and gets it to drop. Nielsen with 14. Brian with 45 as they trail it. Grizzlies 56. Barker. Barker puts it up. Barker can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Larson. Larson now stolen away. Barker under the basket. Can't put it up as Larson wins it back. Now Stevens on the other end for Brighton. Gives it to Nielsen. Nielsen spins. Kicks it out to Chin. Chin for three. Gets it to go. What a huge three-point shot by Chin. 48-56 as Lucy Chin tries to keep the Brighton Bengals in this one. Quick timeout. We'll take it as well here on the Rewind Sports Network. After that three-point shot, Lucy Chin now leads all scorers with 19 points on the night. Averaged 8 coming into this one. Well past that average. As the 19 for Brighton. They still trail 48-56 with 5:24 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Copper Hills will inbound. As we look and get ready to resume action, Marler with the inbound. Now here comes Barker. Barker directing traffic. Back to Marler. Now Barker. Barker drives up the baseline and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Frazier. Frazier puts it up, and Frazier is good. Pushes the lead to 58-48, back to 10 for the Copper Hill Grizzlies. Larson on the other end, spins, leaves it for Nielsen. Nielsen looking to get out of it, puts it up, gets it to drop and one. Nicely done by Sophie Nielsen. Now has 16 on the night and heads to the line for a chance at a three-point play. 8-point lead by the Grizzlies. Nielsen, free throw, is up and is good. Ball back in play. Here come the Grizzlies with Barker. Barker. Chin guarding. Barker drives. Barker puts it up. Barker gets it to go. 60-51. Grizzly lead. Chin on the other end near the top of the key. We'll leave it for Larson. Larson on the wing. Larson will drive to the lane. And a whistle and a foul called. Aspen Frazier called for the foul, fourth of the night for Aspen Frazier. Third team foul here for the Grizzlies in the fourth quarter, 51-60. Brighton trail, they have possession underneath the basket. Stevens tries to put it up. Stevens comes out with it. Larson. And that ball won back by the Grizzlies as Barker brings it in. Barker on the other end. Barker pulls up, gets it to drop. Yes! Sky Lee Barker adds another 2 to her tally, makes it 62-51 for the Grizzlies. Chin. Now Stevens. That's Nielsen. Nielsen puts it up, can't get it to drop. Nielsen with the second chance opportunity, but the whistle and a foul called as Sophie Nielsen will have a chance for free throws. Ayla Marston called for her third foul of the night. Fourth team foul for Copper Hills. Now Stevens. Stevens puts it up. Stevens gets it to go. Nicely done by Olivia Stevens. And now here's Barker. Near the top of the key, guarded by Chin. Now kicks it out to Legger. Legger underneath, puts it up, can't get it to drop. Legger again with the second chance opportunity, and Legger is good.
And outbound back to with number 24, Ella Freer, checking in.
That ball will go back to the Copper Hill Grizzlies with the violation. Now with 3:05 left to go, the Copper Hill Grizzlies in the driver's seat, looking to get back into the win column and ready to celebrate win number 4 on the year. Legger underneath, puts it up, can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Brian. Nielsen pushing it the other way. Nielsen to the basket. Out to Chin. Chin drives. Chin puts it up and can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Barker. Barker quickly on the other end to Marston. Marston puts it up, and an offensive foul called. Ailey Marston. Or excuse me, not the offensive foul. It will be against Brighton, and so Marston will head to the line for free throws. 53-64. Ball up by Marston. Ball good. Marston extending this Grizzly lead. Second free throw coming up here for Marston. Free throw is up. And no good. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Bush brings it in. Plays it back to Barker. Barker leaves it for Bush. Bush for three. No good. Rebounded by Legger. Now Bush. Bush floats one into Barker. Now Barker drives, puts it up, can't get a jump. Creer with the rebound. And a jump ball. It will go possession Brighton as the Bengals will inbound. Stevens will bring it up for the home side. Stevens. Now Arnoldson will play it back to Pittman. Pittman will play it to Stevens. Stevens to Arnoldson. Now Nielsen. Nielsen spins, puts it up, gets it to drop. Another nice spin move there by Sophie Nielsen, who has 19 on the night. Bush on the other end for Copper Hills. Here's Barker. Barker will hold the ball, hold possession, and watch the clock wind down. It's 17 left on the shot clock. Barker to Marston. Marston spins, drives, puts it up, can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Chin. Brighton quickly going the other way with Lucy Chin. Chin underneath, Nielsen puts it up. Nielsen gets it to go. 65-57. Sophie Nielsen now has 21 points on the night. A timeout taken on the court. We'll take it as well here on the Rewind Sports Network. This timeout brought to you by Soccer Post. Soccer Post is your local source for all things soccer, located in West Jordan and Pleasant Grove. Soccer Post is here to serve our community and help all athletes perform at their best. From the latest releases to the perfect item for any fan, Soccer Post is the only choice for your soccer needs. Find us online at soccerpost.com. Ball back in play with the Grizzlies as Barker will bring it up the court, crosses the timeline. Now under a minute. Barker will watch the clock wind down. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Barker drives. Barker puts it up. Can't get it to drop. A whistle and a foul called. This one against the Grizzlies. It's called against Fusi Legger.
That's her first foul. And 15 foul.
Stevens can't connect. Arnoldson. Ball given away. And now here comes Copper Hills pushing it the other way. Marston. 28 seconds left on the shot clock. Marston. Barker will watch the clock wind down. 19 seconds left. With 9. With 5, and that should do it. That will do it. The Copper Hill Grizzlies back into the win column. Bouncing back from the loss to Grantsville. Winning this one 65-57 over the Brighton Bengals. Skyly Barker finished with 22 points.
Thank you very much. Everybody. Brighton,
Lucy Chin with 19 for Brighton, and Nielsen, Sophie Nielsen with 21 for the Brighton Bengals. The leading scorers on the night, but Sky Lee Barker and the Copper Hill Grizzlies improved to 4-1 on the season. The Brighton Bengals will fall to 3-3. Their 2-game win streak comes to an end, and they'll be looking to bounce back next week. That's going to do it for us here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. I'm Alex Napolis. Big shout out to Tino on the camera, and from the entire Rewind Sports family, we thank you for watching. Tonight's player of the game, of course, has to be Skylee Barker, 22 points on the night, and that is presented by ETT Apparel. If you're looking for customized apparel, look no further than Elevated Team Twill. At ETT Apparel, we specialize in embroidery, tackle twill, and hot press techniques for whatever customized apparel you're wanting. Whether it's for a team, business, school, or family, ETT Apparel is your one-stop shop for all your customer apparel needs. Find us online at www.ettapparel.com. We'll see you next week here on the Rewind Sports Network.